Well, hello there. Welcome to the Ariel show. I'm Ariel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a really good technique for what you should do when overwhelming emotions start to take over. You know the feeling? All of a sudden, it's just like going crazy. And sometimes like, I feel like it starts rising in me and it's like the water's rising and I can't breathe and I know I'm like about to go under and I just can't. I just cannot even in those moments. And then I've created two problems, like the actual problem I'm emotionally reacting to and then the resistance of that problem and making this into a problem. It's just so freaking crazy. However, I am a lyricist who has learned to use my emotions to serve me in so many ways. I don't know if you can see, turn your pain into art back here, but that is what that is discussing. That idea of funneling all these emotions that come to us naturally for free and turning them into something creative and constructive and useful. So the concept I'm going to be sharing with you today is called like moving up the pendulum. And it is from this book, Everything You Need, You Have by Gerad Kite. Thanks, Gerard, stealing your idea from my show today. And he talks about our lives are like a pendulum. So you know pendulum, like you're at the base, here's the top, and then there's the two different ends, like the two polarities. So we go from good to bad, and we swing based on whatever our mood tells us or whatever the day brings us. And this isn't good, by the way. You want to get to the place where like you're not super affected by whatever's happening. But in those moments, it's so easy to ride that pendulum. And so when something that we perceive as bad is happening, sorry, I'm gonna find the picture I'm turning. When we perceive something as bad is happening, then we ride it low. When we perceive something good, we ride it high. Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if you can. So this is the pendulum. Here's the person, and this is, he's calling this calm in the middle. This is low and this is high. So you're riding it based on whatever emotions are happening, whatever events are happening. And this guy in the book is sharing that we don't have to sit at the very edge of the pendulum and just ride along with whatever happens in life. We can learn how to slowly move up the pendulum, and finally you get to up here where no matter where the pendulum is swinging, you're fine. And I love this because I just see this state of total calm and total like healthy detachment where you're like just looking on amused, you're looking down below and you're seeing, oh my God, someone's reacting like crazy to this. If this could get me super excited, I could get like lost in this energy over here. And you can if you want to. If you want to ride that pendulum for fun or because you like the highs and lows of emotions, like you totally can. But if you're tired of them kind of ruining your life and stopping progress, which has been my personal experience a lot of times, like I'll think I've got the hang of something, I'm getting in the high spot, and then something will knock me off and I'll get in the low spot. And I realize the way you kind of outsmart all that is you just don't ride the pendulum. Like you don't go where your emotions want to take you. And you can develop a layer of separation between your emotions and you even. So you can be the watcher, watch the emotions come and go, and you're like, that's cute, that's nice. And it doesn't quite hit you quite as deep. So what I've been noticing with this, learning how to detach from my emotions in a healthy way, because I know you can do it in an unhealthy way as well, but just when they're not serving me, just like when I know they're kind of BS and I've already like dealt with a thing and I'm just like throwing a tantrum in my own head, making it difficult for myself. I do that a lot. I self-sabotage. So if you do too, you need to learn this. I've noticed before that like a thought will come in my head that has given me a lot of pain in my life. Usually it's a should, like maybe it's I should be better at this or whatever. And I think the thought, usually late at night, and then I will internally brace for the pain that comes with the thought because I'm so used to thinking this thought and attaching this feeling of pain or failure or disappointment or overwhelm or whatever to this thought. And I've been noticing that the thought will still come up. The little voice will still say it in my head and the pain isn't as intense. And it's really crazy because I'll seriously brace myself, or you know, something will like trigger what usually causes pain in me. I'll be exposed to that trigger and the pain isn't there. It's kind of like been turned down a little bit. And I kind of love it. I actually really freaking love it. It's like, it feels like, oh my gosh, like this is freedom. Because now I can choose if I do want to engage, if I want to, for example, go to the base of the pendulum and ride in the highs for fun, but you can still enjoy your life. And I think a lot of people hold on to this concept of, well, we need to be able to feel our sadness really deeply. That's how we can really deeply appreciate joy. Some teachers I really love and respect teach this, and I'm just not buying it, guys, because I don't like it, because I don't want to accept this. I did an Instagram thing a while ago where I was saying, one of the authors I love was saying that 50%, life is 50% good, 50% bad. You live 50% good emotions, 50% bad. And I'm just like, no, I'm gonna live in rebellion of that statistic my entire life. I want like 95.5, that's what I want. You know what, I've lived my life 95.5 the other way, where it's 95% challenging and painful and 5% happy moments. So I feel like if I just wanna reverse that right now, I sure can. And so let me say that from my experience, kind of pulling away and not feeling the pain as deeply through building up a bit of detachment between myself and my emotions, it hasn't made me less joyful and gleeful when the good stuff happens. But it does make me feel, it creates an extra layer of joy, because I feel like, come at me, bro. Like, no matter what you bring, eventually I'm gonna get to the point where I am stable and steady. And so something very terrible and tragic could happen. And ideally I would be able to not lose my mind and not let it hold me back for like 10 years, or not like, you know, camp out there and like never progress and just be traumatized the rest of my life. I don't know, because that hasn't happened to me yet, which I'm grateful for, but point being, it gives me an extra layer of confidence that I can go after my goals, I can go after my dreams, I can go get what I want in life, and I know hardships will come, obstacles will come, but it's like I'm developing a bit of strength and a bit of confidence. Like, oh, yeah, this could all crumble, and you know what, I would be okay. And that's what moving up the pendulum has given me, so that's why it was really important to me to share that with you today. I hope this was helpful for you. It was helpful for me to learn it, and honestly, the reason I make these videos week after week is such a labor of love. It's because I freaking love you guys, and I'm really passionate about teaching people how to get unstuck, how to move on, how to move forward, how to feel like a badass, how to feel lit up in every area of their lives. And all of you guys watching should know this isn't me being like a super saint just sharing my information for free because I'm a lovely person. I'm able to create the Ariel show all the time because of my Patreon. You guys know a lot of YouTubers have been finding Patreon the last few years, and it's been changing lives. It's changing content creation, something that I'm really passionate about because it holds me accountable to my family. We're at about 100 patrons right now, and our current goal is to get up to 150. So I just want to personally invite you to come join us, see what we got going on over there. We have a lot of really cool prizes, or rewards, I should say, ways that you can engage and really feel like you're creating this Ariel show with me. I take a lot of topic ideas from my patrons. It's just collaborative, and I'm so much happier doing it this way than just feeling alone in my room hoping it's resonating, because this way I feel like we're all in this together, we're all growing, we're all learning, we're sharing what we're learning and making a difference. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Take a second to subscribe so you don't miss the next amazing video coming at you, and I'll see you next time. Hey, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I want to come invite you to check out my brand new Ariel show Patreon page. I've added some really sick new benefits, rewards for you, so please come be a part of it. Help me make the Ariel show every single week.